Sitting here on the way to Table Mountain is quite surreal for me. This morning I was in Joburg, I was sitting behind my desk, I boarded a plane at 1 o'clock, arrived here at 3 o'clock, assembled our bikes, and we're now going to go through a 2-hour ride. The sun sets at 8 o'clock here. So the guys who live here after work get 2 hours of riding, which for me, even in the height of summer in Joburg, is not possible. This is definitely one of those deep breath moments. It's a complete change of pace, had a lovely ride, looked at the sunset, a beautiful view down onto Sea Point, and having a beer with a mate. This Cape Town tour for me is very special. It really represents where I'm at the moment with my riding. 15 years ago I started racing marathons, but I quickly realized that they're not technical enough for me. So I took up downhill, raced that for a few years, but today I'm fat and almost 40 and I just can't do the big jumps and things. That's where Enduros really hit the sweet spot. The bikes are right and they really handle the downhill, but they're good pedalers. We've got really cool protective gear, which isn't full face helmets, but still gives you great eye protection, great head protection. It's really cool to see this evolution of the sport.
So I grew up in Hawick. Like most kids in rural towns, we just used our bikes to get to school, get to the shops. And for some reason, we started exploring out in the forest of Hawick. One day a friend's father, we were riding with him and he decided to just veer us down this little single track. And we had never even heard of single track. And to this day, that initial exhilaration of actually riding on a little path was just incredible. The bug just bit. It was just a really good time in life. We were just exploring on the bike, just seeing what this country has to offer. I moved down to Cape Town. I was lucky enough to study down here, got into cartography and became a slave to the computer basically in an office. That carried on for ages, but always coming back to the bike, obviously just trying out other sports, bike calling you back. Eventually one day a family member convinced me that I needed to take a break and start up a tour company showing the incredible area that we live in, off to riders. And so I founded I Ride Africa, and to this day I just love showing people the incredible trails we have on offer here, the scenery, the weather, and basically just the lifestyle that we live here.
Coming down to Cape Town on a 3-day riding tour is a fantastic experience. You get picked up by Daniel and he takes all the hassle factor out. It's 3 days of pure sublime magic on the bike. It really is a magic weekend.